Hey guys, so welcome back. To wrap it up, this series of short videos that I've done in past few days. So I covered how to get under control your senses. So what can you see? What can you hear? What can you touch? What can you smell? What can you taste? Because through the day and throughout our lives, we are running on this autopilot, right? We already know upfront, like what's gonna happen when it's rainy outside on the streets with, I don't know, traffic and all that stuff. What's gonna happen when we, I don't know, do this, do that. We already know everything, sort of. But it's based on our previous experience. So our conscious mind cannot offer us anything different than what had already been our experience. So if we want different, then we need to work on it. I have this tattoo here. I hope I'm gonna put it right on camera. It says, imagine better than the best you know. So the better than the best your conscious mind know. That's why it's so important, firstly, to get like really clear upon your desire. What do you want? What is your desire on particular subject, area in your life, in particular relationship, whatever the subject may be. First, get like really clear with yourself. What do you want? And then in your imagination, Neville said many times and wrote in his, it's written in his lectures, what you are imagining inside, first, nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to care. Okay, so you can imagine whatever you want. And even while imagining, you are already feeling, you know, those emotions, like your desire is already fulfilled. And that's the whole point. Because whatever we want in our life, whatever it is, whatever you name now, it is only because of one thing: for you to feel better. So why not feel better now? Why? You deserve it. And more importantly, you can have it. You can feel better right now. You need to decide, that's the first thing. And in the beginning, it takes a little practice, because now you want to change your autopilot from the unwanted creation of scenarios to the wanted ones. Okay, so in the video where I was explaining what you want to see, I was giving you the example how Neville got out of the army using that technique, right? In the middle of the Vietnam War, he got honestly discharged. There is no logic in that, like no logic at all. Okay, so then what you want to hear? Do you want to hear like a compliment from somebody, from your boss? Maybe, I don't know, from your parents. Maybe they never like shared or maybe gave you even like a positive compliment or how much they appreciate. You can hear that inwardly. What do you want to touch or to smell? I think it was my first video where I explained how I started using this law of assumption. So assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And start playing with small, unimportant things. There is no big, no small. There is only our perception of big and small and important and unimportant. For our conscious mind, for the universe, for God, for however you want to call it, there is no difference. Everything just is. So I started with flowers. Like, let's see how I'm gonna manifest some flowers, fresh flowers, bouquet of flowers. Nobody ever gave me any flowers because all the flowers died with me. Okay, so I would imagine, first I went to the store because I had no idea how they smell. And I would smell roses and I would touch them, you know? And then when I got home, I would like close my eyes and in my imagination, I would see, you know, like in my kitchen, they're in the vase and I'm smelling them and I'm touching them. And I'm just feeling this feeling of enjoyment, of accomplishment. Wow, this works. You know, I got myself some flowers and I didn't bought them. And I explained how my neighbor brought me some flowers. And I was like, oh, so really start with something small. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Okay, you can, of course, choose flowers. You can, you know, like decide or say, let me hear somebody giving me a compliment, let's say, upon my looks or hair or whatever, you know? I wouldn't go imagining a specific person. Just, you know, like that feeling, somebody saying, oh, I don't know, you look nice today, or my God, your hair is amazing, or whatever, your jacket, oh, I have awesome jacket. You know, how would that feel? Find that feeling inside. Okay? Or maybe, how would you feel? So, last a couple of days, here where I live, we're having a sunny weather. But if you look at the forecast, it's cloudy and foggy, so it doesn't make any sense. But me and my family, my kids, my husband, since we got some friends, they came to visit us from abroad, and we wanted to take them go see some sightseeing. And of course, you know, sunny weather makes a difference, even though I live in like one of the most beautiful countries in the world, but still. And even those friends, you know, they were like, are we gonna be able to see those things, you know, because we see it's gonna be cloudy, maybe even rainy. And I was like, come on, don't worry, we got it covered. And before falling asleep at night, I just imagined, you know, having an amazing day, you know, like appreciating the weather. And I'm not kidding you. They were here for 2 days, so yesterday and today, and we're having sunshine. And, you know, it doesn't make sense to anyone, but we're having sunshine. I'm like, yeah, of course. But, you know, it's been a couple of years, so now I'm not anymore in the phase of questioning it. Oh, what if it's like really gonna be fog and rain? It's just this sureness. But for you to get to this place, start with something that, you know, your conscious mind is not going to be questioning like every second. Let's say you decide, okay, I'm going to go with the flowers, getting myself flowers. Okay, so let's assume that your mind, if you won't get those flowers in next 48 hours, your mind is not gonna be like questioning you, oh, where are those flowers? This is not working. You know, that's why I suggest choosing something that for your conscious mind, it's not like a big deal. Many times people ask me, how many times do I have to, you know, see this vision inwardly to like really see it in the physical, in 3D reality. And Neville quotes from the Bible, because it's written in the Bible, 70 times 7, meaning 7 days a week, 70 times a day. If we put it in like our language, so repeat it as many times as it's necessary for you to believe it's already true. Okay, so when I first began, I don't know, for those flowers, it took me a couple of days and they were not important. Now, let's say for this sun, I did it only one evening because the next day they were already here and it was sunny in the morning. Okay, so when you come to the inner feeling that you don't even have the desire to repeat that imaginal act anymore, that's when it's done. But also, you don't want to use too much effort, you know, so you first, you know what you want, what would imply your wish has already been fulfilled. So, you know, smelling and touching roses, and then create a scene in your daily life where this is already true and relive that scene. It's best to do those things, I don't know if I have mentioned this before, in a state akin to sleep. I will do a video just about state akin to sleep, but this is basically state where you relax and you are on the edge between being awake and falling asleep. It's best we come naturally to this state in the morning as we are waking up. That's why it's like very productive in the morning to take time for yourself, not, you know, to wake up with an alarm clock like and jump to your day. It's counterproductive to what we want when we decide to create our everyday life. So yeah, this is it. I think I'm gonna do next video with some of the manifestations from my experience, my life, to give you an idea and also to give you motivation. Okay, so I love how Abraham Hicks says, "You are so powerful. There is nothing you can be, do, or have." And if we could only have this conviction or belief. If I just tell you the stories, you know, with children, just to shortly tell you this last story regarding my son. He wanted to be chosen to the team to go to this volleyball tournament. And when he would go to bed at night, I would ask him, you know, when he would relax, and then I would say to him, can you imagine how would you feel being chosen to the team and going to the tournament? But I would ask him to imagine how does he feel when we are coming back from the tournament. So what is your desire? What would imply your desire has already been fulfilled. So he went to the tournament, and then imagine a scene. So we are going one step further. It's already accomplished fact. And then he would say to me, oh, I would be sitting in the car like, you know, super happy, like with exhilaration and so on and so on. So he would do that, I don't know, a couple of nights before going to bed. And then one day he would come home and be like, Mom, I got picked to the team, and he was like beyond himself. So the tournament was on Sunday. He played like really well. I have never seen him playing with the team. I've seen him play one-on-one, but not with the team. It's a little bit different. So like he was super excited, and Sunday evening he couldn't even fall asleep because, you know, that adrenaline was still like so pumping through his veins. And then he said to me, you know what? Playing at these tournaments feels so good. I wish there would be many more tournaments. And again, I asked him, oh, how would that feel? And I would say, oh, you know, and he started explaining how would he feel going to many more tournaments. Little did I know that next day, on Monday, the coach choose again team for older boys, so older category, for the tournament next Saturday. And my son was chosen. And he came home, he was like, Mom, this really works. This happens like at least once a week. And I keep telling him and my daughter, yes, because you believe it and you are working it, you are doing it. And this is what I wish for you. Believe this to be normal, to be true. And just start playing. Don't take it so seriously. Life is supposed to be fun, and you are meant to be great, like I put the name of this channel. So I would love to see sharing your examples of what you are playing with in the comments, and I'll see you in next video. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.